Okay, so a couple more on P7 that were answered yet in the other videos. 31, solving for A, which is locked up in parentheses. So I do want to get rid of the 1/2 by multiplying both sides by 2. So that leaves us with 2A equals H times A plus B. Then divide your H over. And then that just equals A plus B. And to get A all by itself, I would just subtract B. So 2A over H minus B equals A. And there's your answer. If you wanted to distribute the H, you could. It would look a little bit different. You'd end up with 2A equals HA plus HB. And then solving for A, you'd have to subtract your HB over. And then divide by H. So A would equal this. They look different, but they are the same thing. Like if you got this over 1 and gave it a common denominator and combined it, it would turn into that. 65, solving a quadratic by square root. You've got to isolate the squared part first. So divide by 3. Square root both sides. And then x minus 4 equals plus or minus root 5 anytime you're square rooting both sides. And then add 4 to both sides. And just so it's the format we're familiar with, I put that 4 out in front of the plus minus symbol. 4 plus or minus root 5. 81 wanted it by the quadratic formula, so we need to get it equal to 0, so subtract each of these over. So 4x squared minus 2x minus 7 equals 0. And the quadratic formula, so the opposite of b is 2, plus or minus the square root of b squared, that number squared is 4, minus 4ac all over 2a equals 2 plus or minus the square root of, now this is a 4 plus something. This is 28 times 4, which will be 112, I believe. 4 plus 112 is 116 over 8. And then the square root of 116, I know 4 goes in. So root 4 times 29. So that would be 2 root 29. 2 plus or minus 2 root 29 all over 8. And this, and this all reduce by 2, so we could make that 1 plus or minus root 29 over 4 would be our final answer. 2 becomes a 1, 2 becomes a 1 that you don't have to write, and 8 becomes a 4. And then the last one, this one just looks like ugly. So on this side, I'm going to first distribute my negative 3. So 2 plus 5x minus 3x minus 6, all in brackets with a minus sign out in front. And then distribute my minus sign. So 25 minus 2 minus 5x plus 3x plus 6 equals, this is me just dealing with the left-hand side still, negative 2x, 23 plus 6, 29. There's my left. My right-hand side, I'm going to distribute my negative 3, negative 6x plus 15, minus, keep my brackets, I'm going to distribute my 5. Then I'll distribute my minus sign, so negative 6x plus 15 minus 5x plus 5 plus 3x minus 3. Distributing that through. And then I have negative 6x minus 5x, which is negative 11x, plus 3x, negative 8x. 15 plus 5 is 20, minus 3 is 17. So negative 8x plus 17. Now that's just simplifying both sides. Now cleaning it up to solve. Add 8x. So my x's are on the left. Get my non-x's out of here. So negative 2 plus 8 is 6x. And 17 minus 29 is 17 minus 30 would be 7. Wait, let me do it this way. 29 minus 17, negative 12. Divided by 6, x equals negative 2. So between the multiple videos, just because I had some of the same questions asked after I recorded videos the other day, there you are.